And we are back. Crimson Vow. Not Crimson Vow.
What?
Blind
Man,
Mountain.
this is mediocre mountain up in here.
All the
Only thing
mediocre
crimson
mountains.
is- The only thing crimson right now is Wrestling's leg.
So we come in as the scene shows down, as you guys are currently actually not at the temple yet, but making the trek to the temple right now. Riceland, you actually have to stop for a moment after you're trekking this far on your own, but your leg starts to act up on you in such a way that you actually start losing feeling in your feet.
Did none of you stop the game? Like,
I assume somebody else had done it.
We're kind of distracted.
1 second here, guys. Do we Goliath? How far are we?
I would have to say about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Thank you. Thank you for that. 15 minutes about.
Sorry, my leg's just bloody and terrible.
Neither of you thought to try to patch that, did you?
Well, Goliath, are you trained in the healing arts?
No.
Okay. Well, I can give it a whack if you want, Wrestling.
Yeah.
I just love that. No.
I mean, I'm not trained, but I have a decent sense about body parts.
Sure. Why don't you try to just tourniquet that so it doesn't bleed out on our way there?
Oh, what could go wrong?
Oh, you cut off circulation, they amputate it. Oh, that wasn't a real question. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's all okay, Wrestling. It'll all be okay.
As you watch Fox say that, as you just have horror thoughts of that being the last thing you ever hear, is Fox saying that to you.
I wasn't gonna nudge.
Like so many
It'll be
before.
okay, and he rips your leg off.
As you reopen your eyes, as he actually... You didn't realize it, but some time passed, and you actually passed out around there.
So I was setting his leg back in, and the pain knocked him out or something. I don't know.
As you come back to, the sun is in a little altered position in the sky from where you last remembered.
What time of night is it, by the way?
It's not. It's still day. It's around 3 p.m.
Yeah, we've done a lot in this day, so. So,
Well,
shall we continue on, or are you able to walk? Because if I have to carry you, who am I kidding? That's what I'm here for.
I'll tell.
Almost all man.
Thank you, Fox. Appreciate it.
It's what I do. Keep you guys rolling, so you can roll in that dough.
Oh, for God's sake!
As you guys finish doing that, not too long on the road actually parallel to you, you notice a familiar face making his way down that exact road. Familiar face being Hoaquin.
Ah, got another one for the temple, apparently. Yeah, I know.
So you look at Riceland, who's like 2 HP. It's like, shit, man, what the fuck happened to you?
He fell through a building.
I
Not
fell
Why?
down some stairs.
no, he
Oh.
fell through.
No, that's
the
actually the excuse. That's it.
He fell through the stairs and then through the floor underneath the stairs. And yeah,
It was really cool, though. I killed him.
no, you did not.
I somehow doubt this.
I think he
I'm
means
just
the
throwing out-
hippogriffs that he was seeing flying around his head when he landed.
Okay, yeah, that's a decent point. Do you want me to come with, or will you guys be okay?
Yeah,
I mean,
where are you going? Goliath.
yeah.
You went. So.
I have to talk to some paladins about the man.
The man. Huh? Palar?
Actually, it is the man. Yes, it is. Mr. Buttface.
Oh, so not
The
Palar.
Hunter's
Okay.
Guild.
Oh, okay. Fantastic code names.
Is the kid okay? You didn't pay him to watch more lemons, did you?
No, no. I think he's gonna be just fine. He's back to his old fairly cheerful self.
Lovely. All right. Well,
Yeah. You mean stealing other people's stuff and selling them for profit?
No, he's probably not gonna have to do that anymore. Also, while you're at the that temple, see how that guy we found is doing.
oh right.
Just still
of
passed
course.
out last time up there. So
Yes.
anyway, I'll be
What,
back at the
other
Hunters
guy?
Guild a bit later.
Don't
The
worry.
guy we
about it.
found at the cart, remember? Were you there? You
No,
were
he
there.
wasn't. It was
He
you
wasn't.
and me, man.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think
So-
I can get our wizard here to the temple if you'd like to go with him, Fox.
I mean,
If not, I don't care. I'm just making the suggestion.
I do feel like we should stay in twos if we're gonna split. I really don't care for people trying to solo stuff.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah. Okay. Hoquin, I'll go with you and you can explain what's going on.
Lovely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure he'll be
Also,
very.
I mean no offense to you, but please don't talk to these paladins.
What's this supposed to mean? I'm
I
quite
don't
good
know.
with the peoples.
You
Okay.
sometimes are. I will admit that, but sometimes you're really bad.
Okay. Name one instance.
The last time I met the constable.
All right, bye
He almost
guys.
got us fucked.
See,
Like,
guys.
Bleeding out here. We gotta go.
yeah, Riceland? Yeah, go for it, man. Get yourself inside.
So we're gonna keep going and let them have that lovely talk.
Yeah. Well, it's probably quite quick. The constable's a rapist. Done.
Oh, well, not even surprised. Not in the least bit.
Slightly surprised. I thought he was a better person than that. I guess I gave him way too much credit.
What gave you that impression?
Well, there's a line you cross, and I didn't think he'd crossed it. I was wrong.
Have you?
I
You
was
saw
so
his
wrong.
mustache. You saw his mustache just as I did.
A mustache
Okay.
doesn't make you evil. I can grow a mustache. I just don't.
Now,
Because
growing that mustache takes a broken and twisted man.
you have a very odd view on facial hair.
So as the party splits, as they're just having this conversation and walking off, as you get to your feet, as you see that actually Fox did a really good job at wrapping your leg up and putting it on a splint. As you use, hopefully, Goliath to try to prop yourself up as you're walking.
Yeah.
This Goliath like pushes him off. Nope, you're good. You're fine.
Kidding, dude. You make sure the wizard. This is why I did this. You make sure the wizard lives because the fighter is not effective late game.
That is untrue. It's
Shush.
so untrue.
I have my opinions. I'll stick to them.
I thought those opinions were switched. I thought Jake was saying that they were a good late game if you do it right, and
They are. I just.
Richard was saying that that was not the case.
No, they can be. It's just semantics. We'll talk another time about that.
So as the two of you split your two groups split, we continue on with Fox and Hoaquin. As Fox and Hoaquin, actually, you really don't know where you're going, since you don't have much to go on other than you know that the symbols that the paladins had were clenched lightning bolts.
We went there. Should know at least a general idea.
That was the Inquisition office.
Remember we carried the thing. No,
I think he
we took the
means.
thing
I
from
think
the
he means
Inquisition.
the incinerator chamber thing.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So
That's
yeah,
where
you're
they
going
are.
to the temple of Heronius.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll head back
I'll
there.
ask Fox if he knows anything about that god before I do anything. He's like, oh yeah, they're not Palo. Crap, why
You're-
are there no payload?
I thought the healing temple you guys went to was for Palor.
It was, but I didn't see any paladins there as far as I remember.
Oh, well, maybe they're just out doing other stuff. I thought you were the druid. You don't know anything about religion and stuff?
Druids aren't religious at all, dude. Like, I could worship nothing until the end of time and still get phenomenal cosmic power.
Okay, well, I can try an untrained roll. Like, I have a +2 from intelligence.
Higher than mine, so go for it, man.
Alright. Meh.
You know their symbol is a lightning bolt clenched in a fist.
Yeah, that's a man.
Actually, not
Nah.
cosmic. Phenomenal natural power. You had a good point there. Cosmic
Cosmos.
power is the wizard's thing.
Oh,
Alright. Anyway, yeah,
I'll-
head to paladins.
yeah. Head back to Incineration Row.
As you get to the temple, it's as stoic as you remember it, as you see two what looks to be paladins outside of it with two halberds, well, a halberd each, just kind of standing guard there. As you guys move up to them, as they actually cross the entrance of the temple. There's a meeting going on here right now. We
That's
can't
fine,
allow
we're not going
entry.
in. Not going in. Don't worry about that. To talk to you or anyone like you, kind of. You guys uphold the law and are decent people, right?
You
So
raise a
stick-
brow. It's like, I.
Right. And you guys hate rapists, right?
I'm just raising a brow myself.
What
because-
happened to Master Negotiator?
Hey, like
You say I need a lesson in subtlety?
I'm not
That's
trying
what
to
I
be
said,
subtle. Like, have you met paladins? Subtlety is not their thing.
No, we don't. Why would you bring it up?
Right. Because I know of a man who is one, and a woman who was a recent victim of it. Could you guys help?
They look to each other as the one kind of gives him a look, the other one gives a nod. Alright, show me where this woman is. I'll speak to her. As one of them moves down and leaves the halberd as he goes behind like the stone pillar as he fastens what looks to be a long sword and a shield.
Alright. Alright then, my good fellow, follow me. Or us. My name is Oaquin, this is Fox.
Zirian. Taloran.
That is an awesome name.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Talorian.
It's like, damn it, I told you not to talk.
You can't say that much, that's not gonna fuck things up. Like,
He doesn't like being called Mister.
I hate my last name. He pulls out his long sword. Roll initiative.
alright.
But
Yeah, I pretty much.
if you speak the truth, we need to hurry. This woman.
I very much do speak the truth. In fact, if you want to be under some kind of, truth-telling thing, I will absolutely do that.
Hoquin, let's get moving.
Yes. Only one.
He would follow closely behind you as the other would stand in the front of the gate by himself, but trying to be a physical deterrent of anyone that's trying to make their stride there.
Is he holding like both halberds like out, just at both sides?
Come at me, bro.
He's holding only one halberd. As The scene kind of moves along with you guys rushing through the city streets. As it comes
give
over.
him- I do tell him. Well, I actually ask him. It's like, now the problem here is this man is a decently ranked person in the actual city guard, so it's a bit of a delicate matter. However, I would like you to just tell everyone you know
Primarily,
this man is a piece of crap.
this is why we came to you. Not sure about his strategy, but came to you is due to, yeah, him being in the guard. That's an issue for everyone involved.
Alright. So as you guys are running, the scene transitions as we just see the scene showing feet as there is one set of strong looking boots and one leathered boot hobbling along next to this large strong set, coming up these stone stairs as it zooms out, as it shows Riceland's arm over Goliath as he's helping him up the stairs currently.
Goliath's such a nice guy.
Sometimes. Suppose I look for this priest from before. At this point, there's just no shame in hiding this. There's no
The
reason.
guy's had such a busy day.
If they get paid, man, we're
As you come into the area itself, you're surprised as it looks like the amount of people in here almost tripled.
this
Septa
is
tripled. Almost every single pew seems to be filled with some person being attended to by either a handmaiden or someone of the robes. And everybody's seeming to be scratching and looking like they have some type of... It looks like some type of outbreak.
let's see, rats infesting the town. I don't need an int score to know what this is.
It's obviously AIDS.
I agree, voice in my head.
Everyone there is hard at work. All right.
Right.
Is there a waiting line or something? Should I leave this guy on the pews and take the frick off before they realize I've brought them another one?
Well, currently, it doesn't look like you walking up into the area itself has garnered that much of attention. You just see people bouncing between visibly a little sick and ill people that look in a lot worse shape than what Ryson looks currently.
Joy.
Wow, and Riceland's at 2 HP.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna, Goliath, let's firstly try not to touch any of these people. Secondly, let's try to find some sort of head priesty man.
Yeah, sure. Let's make asses out of
Does
ourselves.
does anyone stand out as someone who might be in charge?
Not someone that looks like they're in charge, but you see a half-elven looking female that seems to be attending those that are sustain more physical wounds. Not so much the people that sustained wounds from actual whatever this is, but she's going around like beads of sweat dripping from her blouse, her blouse is stained with sweat already. As you can see, a shield that has the markings of Pelor on him, and looking at her, she looks to be very familiar with the same half-elf that you saw in the incident at the Inquisition office.
Okay. Stupid question, as I have no ranks in this, but Can I attempt a listen check, just the general room, just to hear what people might be complaining about, to see maybe without directly gathering information what all this is from, if I'm right about the rat thing?
You have 3 groups that you could try to listen in on.
Okay.
One is a group of onlookers. One is a group of clergymen. The other is a group of attended patients.
I guess, well, onlookers I could go talk to myself, but I guess I'll start with the clergyman. Let me see if like I said, I don't add anything, so this is, well,
Welcome to Mediocre Mountain, guys.
thank you. I wish I could say it's a pleasure.
With the hustle and bustle of all the sound that's in here currently, and moaning and groaning of people in pain or something being wrong with something, you find it very hard to actually hear what they're saying. You just hear mumbles.
I don't know if I can do this without rolling, but what do most of the wounds look like? Like, is it, you say physical wounds, but then that there are other people that...
It looks like a lot of scrapes and slashes, and what looks to be people that's garnered pox or some type of rash in a large amount.
Now, the cuts and all this, might I recognize them from a particular boy we dropped off earlier?
It looked very similar.
Okay, yeah, rats. Sorry, just ruling out some stuff.
Just monsters.
Tell you what, since you have so much luck talking with the ladies, why don't you approach the female paladin and tell her why your healing is most important. I'll be over there with those rest of the onlookers. You can use the pews to get up to her. Yeah. Let me see if I can figure out what the hell is going on with here.
All right.
Man.
Try not to catch gonorrhea, will you?
Don't worry.
Okay, I will saunter up to her in Elvish. Miss, can I grab your attention for just a moment?
Yes, what is it? Are you hurt?
I am. I wonder. I can see you're very busy.
No, be quiet. As she would move down, it's like, sit. Where are your wounds? How did you sustain them?
I sustained them doing something I shouldn't have, and it's my leg.
As you say that, she moves over to where you're injured and pulls out her blade as she runs it along the lining of where you were wrapped, just so it opens it up so she can see it to properly assess it. Were you bitten?
No, not bitten. Just a fall.
I shouldn't have much issue to handle this myself.
That's fabulous. Thank you so much. I do wonder could I make some sort of donation to the temple? And, perhaps there's some potions you may have?
Donations, I'm not the one to talk to about that. You would have to speak to a priest. Hold on, I'm just about finished. As you look at her, you could see her hair just kind of dangling in front of her face. She looks like it's not very kept at all. It looks like she's been at work for quite some time now. Like the fatigue slowly starting to show on her face as she tolls over your leg currently and heals you. Let's lay on hands, heal.
D6 for every 2 paladin levels you have, I think.
I don't know paladins.
Me neither.
I'm actually
We'll wing it.
scrolling to it.
I
Whoa.
tend to avoid them.
We'll wing it. Boom. You heal for her full.
Hooray!
Wow, you are super good at this.
I know. No. Try not to be. As she looks at you, as your eyes meet, it's like, I'll try not to do anything dangerous again. We're having a little issue. Try to be safe.
I certainly.
And
What's
she just quickly turns her head as she moves on to someone else. As you were trying to say something, which is odd because normally you're able to get more than a couple of words into women. So
God?
Oh, it's actually her paladin level times her charisma bonus.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
if you were
a flat
down
number.
7, yeah. So if you're down 7, she could heal you exactly 7.
Yeah.
So either way, I'll take it.
even though she was extremely dirty, sweaty, not fully paying attention to you per se, but being very attentive to your wounds in some way, came off rather charming.
That
And Goliath in the corner going, "You're welcome."
In a half-elf kind of way.
half elf way. I'm getting to really like half elves. You know, I've just met some lately that are just tits. I like it.
They're just tits.
Wow.
That sounded weird.
Yeah, no, it sounded pretty accurate given who we're talking about here.
True, but also weird.
So can I? So while this is going on, should I go gather info
Yeah.
from the onlookers or something?
Give me a gather.
Let me see. That I actually have had something to. Not much. Hooray!
The 20s today.
The 20 is indeed.
Yeah, that's a outright shame. I had to burn most of my storage. Oh, you too? I mean, I had to flood my basement because there's just so many of them. I don't even know where they came from. They took my dog. Your entire dog? Yeah, my dog! It's hard.
Oh, damn. I feel worse for the dog than I did for the kid. Oops, I didn't say that out loud. What are you talking about?
Here in the Blind Mountain, we love kids, and that's why we're about to.
Squirrel
Okay.
CSA on the bottom of the street.
So
Didn't they say
more
that they
so-
hired a man for this? Yeah, the rat catcher. No one's seen him in a couple of days. Are you serious? Yeah.
Turns out he's super dead.
Turns out he went into the sewers and never came back.
Exactly right.
That actually explains something that we were in the sewers before and we didn't see any rats. 'Cause they're all up here.
Okay then, so not sewers.
Oh. There's also an alligator in the sewers. I wonder if that had something to do with it.
Why would an alligator have? I'm not answering that. Never mind. Sorry.
You shouldn't, because he's not here.
That's true. I'm arguing with myself in my own goddamn head.
It's telling you
Yeah,
the
you're just
problem is
thinking,
AIDS.
what would Fox say in this situation?
Hopefully nothing.
Oh, what would the fox say? God damn it.
Oh,
Okay.
You did it. You made this happen.
no.
Glad I'm not the only one that
You're the
went
one
down.
named Fox, not my fault.
I'm ashamed.
You're all very welcome.
Alright, so basically just a lot of the same stories. Rats attacked, rats ruined my life, rats ruined my house, rats...
Well, actually, no
infected-
one's actually said the words rats.
No?
They
Okay.
just said they. Or it.
Rats raped my wife.
Who's they? Wow, man. Jesus. See a therapist or something. Jesus Christ.
It's always with the rape.
Balls deep in everything.
And everything's balls deep and everything
As
else.
you say this, they turn to you. It's like, we're not too sure. We only saw shadows, but at first we thought it was a dwarf, but that stunk too bad. Dwarf stink anyway. Well, that wasn't a dwarf stink.
He is quite wise.
So all of you had your pretty much lives torn apart by something, and nobody's haven't even seen what it is.
No.
Um.
And then some people went missing.
People went missing.
Yeah, we had a rat catcher that was supposed to be here for a couple of weeks.
But he
Johnny
just
over
disappeared.
Yeah, Johnny said he hasn't seen him in about... What was it, Johnny? I want to say it was a fortnight ago last I saw him. Yeah.
Where was the last place he was seen?
By the well.
Well. Alright.
Said he was posting up, he was. Waiting that night to see if that they were coming out of the well. That's the last I knew I saw him.
Alright. So let me get this straight. Somebody like flooded their basement to try and stop this, and
Yeah, that was me. I tried flooding them out to see if there was, So originally I thought it was rats. But
yeah.
then I noticed, like, I was missing some jaws. And
Jars.
I'm a mason.
Ah, gotcha.
And a couple of my 50-gallon jars went missing.
50 gallons. Were they full?
Now they're empty, but some of our best quality stuff.
It's late, anyway. Alright.
And then this today. It's almost
All of
like we
this-
have a pandemic or epidemic or something.
All these people, it's pretty much the same
It looks like
as you
it.
guys.
Some got bites and some got marks. Others just have these weird rashes and bubbles. Yeah.
I noticed.
The lucky ones got scratches and marks. Yeah. They all just have a resounding nod to that.
Alright. Well,
You notice as you're just standing here and watching, overall the scratches cases seem to be open and closed and fine. The people with the rashes and pox, about 25% of them have a sheet put over them and taken away.
that's not what I thought it was. That takes a lot longer to kill people. Alright, well, I actually am out of questions at this point. The rat catcher set any, like, set any traps anywhere that you guys know of before he disappeared? Like, what did he do before? What all did y'all see him doing before he disappeared?
They all look to the same guy and it's like, "Oh, don't look at me, I didn't hire him, I was just seeing what he does, doing my ins and outs. Plus I was like 2 days ago."
Fair enough. I have a thought, but it's not a good one, so can't base it on anything. All right, well, I guess we can pan to somebody else because I'm about out of ideas. Maybe I'm just tired.
Thinking of that booty.
No, nothing to do with that booty.
He's the only one not mesmerized, remember?
The booty's the key. It's always been the key.
Yeah. Tell that
The
to
key
the
to Riceland, you know that.
Key to the constable too, apparently.
Oh,
Oh yeah. No, you don't act like it's too soon. Leave me alone.
Say I'm dark.
So as the camera pans again, we see the three of you standing in front of the hunters. Well, actually, on your way there, Fox, since you weren't really given much of a detailed story of what's going on, you now have like snippets of what he was telling the paladin as you're making your way over there.
I didn't tell the guy in great detail either. A lot of it was like, you should probably hear this from her.
Yeah, but you just said that the constable raped someone. Now
Yes.
you are making your way that seems very reminiscent to the path towards the Hunters Guild, Fox.
Yeah, as we're moving along, I'm going to turn to Hookman and say, wait, you're saying he raped her?
Who? Yeah?
Yeah?
Remember when she said that she was being harassed? Apparently it was worse than we thought.
Actually, I didn't think that far, but I didn't have anything to base it on. Like I said, I'm not surprised. But this is still something to really take seriously. That's... yeah.
Of course, those placed in authority shouldn't abuse their power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that conversation.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like, there's like a moment of silence. And it's like,
So we're walking along.
As you make your way to the Hunters Guild currently, there's no one outside of it as you make your way, as it looks the same from the last you left it.
knock on the door. Say, hey, it's Oaquin. I brought the guy. It's gonna help.
Come in. You may come in.
Alright. Where's your name?
As you open the door,
Oh,
you
before
see.
I say to the paladin guy, I say, please try to show some compassion. That's it. Like,
I don't worry about compassion. I can worry about what's good and just. There's injustice being done here. Those that will deal it will pay, surely.
That's a very paladin answer.
I like the cut of your jib. Alright, let's go.
I like his mustache.
Alright, we enter.
She's no different, but she did change clothing. As she tried
Damn it, when I
to,
said... I don't say God damn it, but it's me, the player, being like, I understand it, but yeah.
as she is just kind of sitting there at in a chair next to a table. Come in.
This is Paladin Zeratin. So tell him what's been going on.
I've heard that there's allegations of foul play being made. Am I to believe that it's on your person? She looks as... It seems like his callousness to the situation kind of makes her wince. And she's like, yes, I would be the party involved. If such things are true, madam, that means that the person in question would be receiving the full wrath of those of the Heronius Order. Yes, I'm aware. Very well. as he moves up to her and then takes a knee, bowing and then looking up to her. Tell me, who is it that has done an injustice to you, and by what fashion? As he does this, she kind of looks up and kind of has the face of, like, am I really doing this? Looking up at the two of you right now with the mouth agape.
I sort of give her this like resolute nod, like, you know, it has to be done, kind of thing.
The constable. The constable is the one that I'm bringing up a charge on. For violating the sanctity of my home and of my person. He looks at her with ironed eyes as he gives a very stern nod. This matter is one that may be above my current head, but if your actions and words are true, and if these wounds, as he's looking her over, are to be genuine, there's no way that even the constable himself can evade justice. She kind of looks sickened currently as all this has happened.
Yeah.
As he turns. And are you two involved in this in any manner? Other than being my fetcher?
I can testify, as I was not an eyewitness, but I was very close by, unfortunately, at the time. Or perhaps fortunately in this case. Because I was right outside that door. Unfortunately, I was barred by two men. His men. When I came in, I found her like this.
Unfortunately, with your lack of proper choices, you didn't deem it necessary to find us then.
Fear. I didn't know. Once I did know. Here we are.
Very well. Unfortunately, that circumstance is long since gone, and I can't hold it against you. You did what was right.
I try.
Erroneous would shine over these actions. We'll return back to the temple and address the bishop over the actions of what's happened here.
Okay. A good man. Thank you very much for your help.
If you wish to take refuge, and before he even finishes it, she just shakes her head no. It's like, no. This is my home. I refuse to leave it.
On that note, however, do you think it would be possible to get someone to guard in case he would try to silence her? As he has already taken one step. I imagine it's not too far to take another.
I will personally see to it as her personal protection after I send a letter, make note to the bishop about the goings here.
Thank you.
He turns to her as he lays his shield over in front of her as he holds it out and bows his head. Madam, you will have me as your shield, and I'll be the rock that you may lean against. As she just kind of looks flabbergasted at this and doesn't have a real answer. She's like,
The Hoken just kind of shrugs like, yeah, I kind of expected this.
At this whole time, I have a general just dispassion look of, paladins for you.
Please don't antagonize the paladin.
No, I'm not saying anything. That's just my general.
Also,
generic-
if she's still flabbergasted and doesn't say anything, I sort of mouth at her, "Thank you," like, you know.
Thank you for what you're doing and the extent of how you're doing it. There's very little need to be thanked. I would do this for anyone in such a circumstance, even if the allegations were someone as important as the king. All are judged accordingly.
Paladin logic.
Yep.
Can always be
Very glad
dependent.
I was right.
You can always depend on a paladin to act exactly as you expect them to.
Depends on the order.
It
Fortunately,
does,
Yeah.
but he was fortunate in this case.
There we go,
Heronius
Yeah,
is
I
a
took a
militaristic asshole.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is good in this situation because that's what we need. Someone
Yes.
doesn't give a crap.
I mean, if they were the order of certain paladins that are all chaotic good, those guys would work too.
Yeah, not sure who would have worked for that one, but yeah.
We don't know gods very much. Hokun certainly doesn't, so, you know. He knows Paylor, and this guy's one. That's it.
But after that happens, the scene kind of turns as it moves up to the sky. As the clouds start to roll in front of the sun itself, as the area begins to darken, as the light mist of rain begins to drop. With that, we'll go on our next break.
Okay. Seeing I want to do achieve number 1, like, or at least in motion.
Alright, thank you guys for watching as we go into our second break of the night. Ooh. Don't forget to stand, drink, all that fun stuff. You know the drill. We're going to be back in a sec. It's going to be about a 10-15 minute break. So,
Eat
talk to
soup.
you guys soon.
Good.
Peace.
See you soon.